Hi, I'm Steve for BoatTEST.com, and in this video, we're going to conduct a sea trial and performance evaluation on an exciting new boat from CL Yachts, the CL96. It's probably the most anticipated review we've done, but the big questions are, how fast and how far? We'll answer those questions and more.
This is a 96-foot boat, length overall, so it's out of the realm of being, say, an owner-operated boat. They could, but it's more of a crude boat, and here is the entrance to the cruise quarters. Let's take a look. Well, here we've got a great place for the crew to hang out. Starts with a lounge area, L-shaped, wrapping around an expandable table. Galley area just across with a sink. Storage area just above. More storage to the side. Convection oven and refrigeration. As far as staterooms go, over to the port hand side with over-under berths and hull side windows. And then the captain gets a larger berth. This one also has a hull side window. And then there's a head with a walk-in shower. We also have a watertight door to the engine room. First of all, plenty of room. We have headroom of 6 feet 6 inches, and then we can step down, and that'll increase the headroom to 7 feet 2 inches. The narrowest spot right here between the Raycor fuel filters, 2 feet 5 inches. There are rails going around both engines. Storage up on top of those rails. Here we have the inserts for the aft deck when we bring the hydraulically actuated portion out. Storage on the other side for the carbon fiber poles to support some of the Mediterranean sunshades. All of the electrical panels are located on the forward bulkhead. Exhaust fans are from Delta T. We've got generators to both sides. And in the ease of use department, both of these generators are connected to an automatic system that when the load demands, the generator with the lowest hours will come on first, and then the next one will kick in after that if the load increases. At the aft bulkhead, your Dometic air chillers, and then your side power hydraulic system for the opening doors, the windlasses, the stabilization, and the swim platform. The main engines are the Caterpillar 1900 horsepower C32s.
At the swim platform, there are 2 hatches to the Lazarette that contain some important components. First up is the quick gyro taking up center stage. This gyro stabilizer is used when the boat is at anchor or otherwise at rest. When underway, stabilization is provided by the side power vector fins. We can also see the cord bins for the retractable shore cords, 1 to each side. We can see the steering gear, and below that, the stern thruster.
Let's take a look at the ground tackle. We've got dual windlasses, 1 to each side of a heavy-duty bollard, cleats, chafing gear going outside the bulwarks, foot control switches. We can operate the switches while keeping an eye on the anchors, which are recessed into the bow to both sides. Notice that the forward windshield rakes ahead 38 degrees. That reduces glare to the interior, and we'll see that repeated again at the windshield in front of the helm. Now let's take a look at the helm. 3 large screens, compass and a binnacle mounted to the center of the console, beverage holders, storage cubby with connectivity, electrical all the way across the top of the panel, including our dual thrusters, engine controls. Steering wheel is mounted vertically, VHF. 2 STID helm seats, they're fully adjustable, fore and aft, up and down. They recline, they've got flip down footrest, flip armrest. The captain gets a remote control for the forward screens on the armrest.
The CL Yachts CLX96 has a length overall of 96 feet 9 inches, a beam of 24 feet, and a draft of 5 feet 4 inches. With an empty weight of 231,000 pounds, 60% fuel, and 6 people on board, we had an estimated test weight of 250,760 pounds. With twin 1900 horsepower Cat C32 engines run up to 2350 RPM, our speed topped out at 24.1 knots. Most people will run her at 80% load or 2200 RPM, where our speed was 22.1 knots. That produced a 179.5 gallon per hour fuel burn which translated into 0.1 nautical miles per gallon and a range of 454 nautical miles. If distance is the goal, then drop her down to 1,000 RPM and 10 knots. At that speed, the 18.5 gallon per hour fuel burn produced a range of 1,991.3 nautical miles, all while holding back a 10% reserve of the boat's 4,100 gallon total fuel capacity.
I'm noticing that she's very responsive to the helm. There's no delay to the steering whatsoever. I bring the wheel over, the rudder comes over, and she responds. So there's no, like with an electronic steering, what we typically will get is you'll put the helm over, it'll send a signal to the steering then turns, and there's a lot of oversteering involved in something like that. The response time is instant. Not really any sea conditions to, measure how well she handles in anything of note. Certainly, I mean, we're 1-2 foot chop right now, and I'm not even feeling any of this. Coming around into the seas, we just took a little spray over the bow, but that's about it, because the bow hit it broadside too, but cutting through it, no wandering or straying as we're coming down the seas with a following sea, and certainly no rolling at all in a beam sea. My first impression of the CLX96 was that it had the look of an expedition style yacht, but its design styling is where it ends. This is anything but an expedition yacht. It's a cruising yacht, and it's able to reach speeds much more than an expedition yacht would. It's got excellent handling characteristics, and she's also an excellent yacht to be on, but that's another video. Be sure to look for it. For now, this is my performance evaluation and sea trial of the all-new CLX96 from CL Yachts. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.